Hey folks, we are Wednesday, 28th of September. It's about 9:25 here in Ireland, and we are looking at these markets. We saw, green shoots yesterday, holding above the sort of high on a range on equities, and absolute failure coming in just after we got the what did we have yesterday? I think it was consumer confidence at 3 o'clock yesterday, coming out beat 108 on expectations, 104.5. But no sympathy from that for these markets. Data came in here on the S&P, and you can see this sort of range that we were working on at the time. We were kind of holding above this range here, little blow top pre the data, and then down we go, holding the line at the 36.75 or 36.35 half here. And then back testing on the range in the APAC here, and then selling down. All right, so been working some shorts off of VWAP this morning already on equities. Not much. The little downside here since the 8 a.m. bell in Europe has been brought down by the Bund essentially folding down. So look, what are we looking at today? Well, let's get over and look at essentially the SPOs on the daily bars here, right? And so we're kind of coming into this trend. If I move out to essentially like a monthly view here on this, and kind of see this linear regression up channel. We have a very distinct one in the Dow. I'll show you in a second here, but essentially this is the shape of the market right now. I think we're coming back down into this. If we zoom in a bit more here, I think we're coming back down into this channel to trade at least at the 3300s. Look, you got Goldman Sachs here at 36s. I think you could get I think a bit of a bid off of that for a couple of days, but I think then it's going to have the headwinds of this channel above here to then fold down, and so mid on the channel is kind of coming in around that 33.78 on the SPOs right now. So I don't see the dip buyers coming in here at all at this time, and why would they? Essentially, why would they? So getting some people trying to get on more longs yesterday as well on some of these markets, and not faring well. Very tough day really yesterday. Barcoded the entire day quite early on, and then just breached the lows for more pressure. So what else are we seeing? I mean, looking at the Bund this morning, really well. We'll look at the Bund actually on a daily bar here. So if we do that here, you can see the Bund is really falling from grace, targeting at least 133.63s, which was the low here of 2015, December 2015, essentially. So I think we need to trade there, and I think we need to keep going to 129.30s. Now, these aren't going to trade today or tomorrow, but this is generally the attitude of the market is set to fall back down to those levels, I think. More capitulation on the bonds over the next coming months. Gold, still don't want to talk about it. Oil, though, however, oil picking up its socks. Yesterday, of course, word out from Reuters that they had cited a source close to OPEC, that a Russian source close to OPEC said OPEC plus, or the Russians are going to propose at OPEC plus next meeting, I think on the 5th of October, that they cut 1 million barrels a day. And of course, bang, up we go very quickly on oil to put in the highs on the day. Here we are here. I'll just show you that movement on this market here. And there we go. So on the 60 minutes, so came in, I think, here. So pushed up to the new highs on the day, then slid back down to kind of test in and around the 76, what was it, 78.32s here. So just got to get this line down. That gives me a lot of hassle there. Now, so yeah, back to that 78.32s level, and just not getting that continuation. But look at what we have now on the low of day. are at the bottom of this area that I've had on my chart for quite a while. And, coming in there Monday, APAC, pretty much the reopen, finding supports. Come down this morning, finding supports. Unfortunately, I was trading other things, didn't get a chance to jump on that trade, but lovely so far. Even on 20 ticks of risk, you're doing about 8 to 9 to 1 probably now on the pivot, and I think this can keep going. So a well protected area here that we have S1 up to the 80.42s. Can we trade the whole thing in a day? Oil could do whatever it wants. You just cannot discount oil doing whatever it wants at any time. So that's this area here. We identified this as sort of a supply area, but within that, there is a demand area in green. So I like the longs in oil now, actually, now that we're talking about million barrels a day cut coming potentially from the October 5th meeting. If we zoom out and, try and project forward in time, are we going to be saying, damn, the low of this week and even today was actually where that demand picked up? And of course, it was so obvious. We'll be pointing here and was saying that's when, there was talk out of OPEC plus sources to say that they're looking at 1 million barrels a day. And of course, now we're trading a lot higher. So is that what we can look to out of today's low so far in oil? I think it can be. I think it can. And, it's going to take a breach on the lows today on oil to convince me otherwise. So, looking at longs on oil. Also got a little smidge of hurricane risk. Hurricane Ian, of course, slamming his way through the Caribbean at the moment. Not so much taking effect in the Gulf Coast or the Gulf of Mexico. But more to the eastern regions and affecting Florida more than the Galveston refinery and production area. But some rigs have been evacuated by BP in the eastern region of the Gulf of Mexico. So I don't think the market is really pricing in that much risk from Ian, to be honest, at all. So we can kind of take that one off the plate. All right, look, that's it really. I think, more downside. I don't see the dip buyers coming in on equities and oil. I short it at your own peril. That's all I can say. Dollar, again, on the highs. It's tipped over new high on the week. And I don't think it's going to make life any easier. All right, that's it for me for another pre-US session. Please do click the link and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Take care.